Okay, so this time I will be coloring the stones or the twigs. Sorry, the stones that we have here. So what I will do next is this. I will just spacebar create shape splatter, but I will choose blend color. So this is going to be the one for our um, coloring of those distributed or splattered shapes. So I will go here and I will choose the background. So the background is going to be this color from our object, and then I will include now the pattern. So the pattern or the shape splatter information here, splatter data, pressing 3 and 1. I will just click this and then I'll just drag it onto this. That's going to be splatter data, and then I'll do the other one, splatter data 2, and click here. So it snaps. Okay, and then I will just adjust the position of this. I can do it this way. Let me just organize first the nodes for the color there. So these are the nodes for the color, surface color, and then I will drag forward these two main nodes for now, and then this, oops, sorry, and then this splatter data there. Okay, let's just shift, control click, can drag them together there. Excuse me. So now that I have this information, so as you can see, there is the pattern of the rocks or stones. So now I need to fill that with color. So I will, so to start with that now is I will create, for example, another noise. For example, I can use the cloud noise, for example this one, just to add texture to the color, just like the procedure before. And then I will just spacebar add, let's say, grunge map 15 there. So this two, for example, we can blend them together. So I'll just blend these two. Let's use it here. I'll just arrange it later. So these two are going to be blended together, for example. So I'll blend it there, there, and then we can just adjust multiply, and I can adjust the opacity. And then I can now, for example, use this as a texture for the gradient map. So the gradient map now here, there, and then I will open a new image for this. For example, I can right click this. Oops, I can go to my properties when I right click, and then let's say I'll just open an image. Close this. I'll I'll just go to my Windows and I'll choose Quadro, and it is now set already. Below here, let's say this, I'll select this one, I'll add a local image to it. Let's say I'll choose this pebble sample, and there it is. This one I can close. Now I can add this side. Suppose it goes here. Now in the properties, just checking. Okay, now it's always on top. I'll go back to my Substance Designer, and then for example, on this gradient editor, pick gradient, I can choose a pebble color. Example, this one. Let's get a bluish one. For example, that, or something a bit more bright. There. I can close that, and then I can try to input it into the pattern wherein those rocks are going to be found. So there. And then for us to be able to see this, let me just reposition the nodes. Just arrange them. Now I will select this. I can hold shift and drag it onto here so that it updates, and as you can see, the pebbles are starting to get colored. But I think that color is just too much, too intense. Okay, so what I can do here is, again, I can go to my gradient map, gradient editor, pick gradient. Let's say I'll go with this one instead. And then having a look at it, it's too dark. Pick another gradient. Yeah, it's just too bright for that. Pick another. Yeah, I think I like this better. Or try this. Yeah, this one is okay. Just to be obvious. There. So they are colored onto that. See. So that's how we can color our first set of detail objects, such as the rocks. Next, on the next lesson, we will color the twigs. But before I do that, I'll just organize this scene first. These nodes first. So for example, this set, I'll select, I'll right click, and I'll add frame. This is going to be the surface color. And then this set, please wait, now I can select this all together and move them up all at the same time together. Now this one, let me just move this first. There. Now these I'll right click, add frame. This is going to be rock color. So we just change this, for example, surface color, something relatable, the rocks color. Okay, so that's for the rocks. See, now underneath here, This is our roughness control, so I'll also select that. Not only this set, because this is ambient occlusion. This is going to be right click, add frame. There, these guys, roughness. And then after the roughness control, I'll just have that colored this way. So now we have these sets of nodes organized. Okay, so I'll see you on the next lesson.